$1,054 more for Social Security in 2023. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video, I want to share with you the details of a report that was released suggesting Social Security beneficiaries should be getting an extra $1,054 more on average above and beyond what you're already getting, which averages out to about $88 more per month. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. However, really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, watching the latest details hitting the wire, doing the research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay posted on what's actually going on out there, and anything popping up you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, please remember, I'm here for you every single day, no matter what. That's my promise, and as always, I'm sticking to it, so please make sure to subscribe down below. Let's get into it and talk about the details of this report and a lot of money that is apparently left on the table, and Social Security beneficiaries should be getting a lot more every single month and throughout the course of the entire year. So let me talk you through the details about this, because this is an interesting report and it points out what happened in 2021, what happened in 2022, and how all of that happened then translates into a lot of extra money this year in 2023 that beneficiaries are obviously not getting, and we should be. So let's talk through the details about this. So what happened in 2021 and 2022? Obviously, we all know inflation, right? Massive inflation that started in about the summer of 2021. It started out slow and then it peaked out about 1 year later in the summer of 2022, which was June of 2022, when it topped out at 9.1%. And then it kind of hovered around the upper to mid 8% range for basically the entire second half of 2022. And then so far in 2023, yes, it has come down a little bit according to what they're telling us. But I think if they look out at the real world, real prices on real products and things like that, they can clearly see that inflation and prices are still very elevated as of now on a lot of things. Well, as a result of this, get this, in 2021, the COLA, the cost of living adjustment in 2021 was 1.3%. That's really low, right? Now get this, in 2022, the COLA was 5.9%. However, can we all agree inflation was never even anywhere near 5.9% in 2022. Inflation was well over 8% for the vast majority of the year. Going up through the beginning of the year out until it peaked out was well over 8% for a lot of the year. And then even after it peaked out in June of 2022, it was still around that mid to upper to lower 8% range, well over 8% for the vast majority of the entire year of 2022. Well, as a result of that, we clearly saw that the 5.9% fell short by like 2.5%. And that was even a little bit conservative. So again, it was still well below where it should have been in 2022. Well, exactly why we got the 8.7% COLA this year in 2023. However, get this, just because of what happened in 2021 and 2022, where inflation really was during those 2 years, where inflation really was during 2021 and 2022, and compared to the actual COLA that we got in those same 2 years, basically what happened is the COLA fell short by so much that it actually would have been giving the average beneficiary right now in 2023 an extra $88 per month, or $1,054 through the course of the entire year. So that is what's going on right now. But because the COLA didn't actually keep up with the real inflation that was going on during that time in 2021 and 2022, here we are looking at some numbers, and unfortunately, these numbers, and as this extra money, as in $1,054 on average for the average beneficiary, or about $88 a month, unfortunately, never arrived, right? So here we are, sitting here yet again, talking about the COLA and how it fails a lot of beneficiaries. Now, again, I've talked about that before in other videos, right? We've talked about the COLA. Don't get me wrong. It's like this love-hate relationship. We love the COLA. We love it. It comes around every year, gives beneficiaries a little bit more money to pay for things because, real cost of living continues to go up. But then at the same time, we also see things like, oh, they're going to reduce your SNAP benefit. Oh, look, they just raised the Medicare Part B premium by 14.5%, or something nuts like that, right? We've seen that before here over the last few years, where they continue to raise the premium, they reduce SNAP benefits. In some instances, when the COLA comes in, it actually pushes income up to a certain level where some beneficiaries are now taxed on their income as well, above and beyond all that. So seriously, it's like one step forward, three steps back with the COLA. But don't get me wrong, like I said, the COLA is great. We all love it. It comes in, it's a nice little boost to benefits. But then if we really look at the actual effects of this and how it actually really falls behind real inflation, we can clearly see that it doesn't keep up. Number one, beneficiaries should have been getting a lot more over the last couple of years here, 2021, 2022, where inflation actually should have been. And then here we are sitting here saying, wow, well, this all should have transpired into over $1,000 more throughout the course of the entire year for the average beneficiary. Now, this is also interesting as well. It was about a year ago. I don't remember exactly when it was, but it was about 1 year ago or so when inflation was raging during the time. It was kind of sometime in early to mid-ish 2022. It was around that range. But so about a year ago. Basically what happened then is there was some information coming out, and again, obviously this never happened, but let me talk about it really quickly because this would have given beneficiaries a much better boost to benefits. But there was talk by some people coming out saying we should have a quarterly or semi-annual COLA adjustment. Not bad, especially during a very high inflationary time like what we saw in 2021, mostly 2022. A quarterly adjustment to the COLA or a semi-annual adjustment to the COLA really would have reflected those prices, and the benefits would have been boosted pretty substantially right then and there as price increases were happening, rather than, a year later when we're looking at inflation from a year ago saying, oh, look at that. Benefits should be a lot higher today, but inflation was really high then, and now it's lower now today, and we're all good now, right? Well, that's not really how it works, right? Another thing too, and I've been reading about this, it's kind of interesting, and again, I think many people here in the community can probably attest to this. I think many people that live on a fixed income probably know exactly what I'm about to say, which is, if somebody is paying higher prices on things because of inflation and benefits are not keeping up, it's not like most fixed income beneficiaries can recuperate from that in just a month's time, right? It's not like we can come in and say, oh, don't worry, we're good. We paid a lot more over the last 3 months, but these next 3 months here, I'm going to catch up and all is going to be good. No, what happens is that when fixed income beneficiaries get behind, it takes a very, very long time to get caught back up, if ever, right? Because living on a small fixed income benefit of, say, $800, $914, $920, $1,000, $1,200, something like this on a monthly basis, it leaves like virtually no breathing room on a monthly basis. It gives like no extra money to actually replenish any savings or to pay down any debts or any money that has been borrowed on a credit card or from friends or family or personal loans or things like this. So when a fixed income beneficiary gets behind, it's actually a thing that affects beneficiaries for years to come into the future. It's not like a one-time thing where we're good, we'll get back on our feet here after 1 month. Unfortunately, that's not the case for most beneficiaries. It is, oh, great, I fell behind the last 3 years, or the last 3 months, the last 3 years, the last 6 months, whatever it happens to be. I fell behind a little bit each and every month, and now here I am. It's going to take me 5 years to catch back up and to get back to the same place that I was just, 6 months ago or whatever it was. So this is something I've been reading about as well. It's kind of interesting. Interesting in that way that's like not interesting kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because it's like, this is the reality for most beneficiaries. It's not as simple as just, I'm good, I'll get that money paid back next month. That's not how it works because there's not money to pay back. You know what I mean? There's not extra money at the end of the month for most beneficiaries. So anyway, this report that was released talking about this, and again, on a monthly basis, $1,054. That's a lot of money over the course of the entire year, or about $88. It's actually, to be fair, it's a little bit less than $88 a month. It's about $86.80 or whatever. But again, just rounding it up, it's about $88 a month is what this would average out to be. Now again, let's just be real for a second. Would $88 change the lives of anybody? I mean, would that really be the ticket? It probably wouldn't be the ticket, but would it help? Would that be maybe, 4 or 5 days worth of groceries? Would it be one utility bill? Would it be a couple tanks of gas? Yes. I think we can all probably agree it would help out in a huge way. It's not a ton, but you know what? It helps a lot on a monthly basis. $88. it helps, does a few things, covers a few things, especially when that money isn't there. Well, guess what? Now you got to dip into the savings or the check a little bit further each and every month, and there you go. That's an extra 88 that, should have been there, but it's not. Make sense? Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Again, I'm watching all these reports that are coming out. There's a lot of interesting things that are coming out. We can clearly see these benefits. Again, I don't know how else to say it. I've said it a million times before in other videos. They need to be boosted, at least for the fixed income beneficiaries, the lower income beneficiaries. Those individuals that are getting, say, $3,000, $3,500, $4,000 a month, do they really need a boost to their benefits? I mean, they'll probably take it. They'd be happy to have it. But do they really need it, right? There's a big difference between need and want. I want a lot of things, right? Needs are very different than wants, okay? I think we can all agree with that, right? Our needs are very, very different than our wants. But again, needs, when it comes down to fixed income beneficiaries and receiving a benefit significantly below the federal poverty line or what is needed on a monthly basis, it really wouldn't take much, but a little bit goes a long way for a lot of people. So anyway, of course, I'll keep you posted with any further details that I get, with anything going on out there, any reports, any new bills, packages, or proposals coming out of Congress, any announcements out of the administration, anything like that. Of course, I'll bring it to your attention right away. So again, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, take care, and catch you again later.